Welcome along. I'm doing some ancient cookery this evening. These are some of my Roman pots that I've made. I hashed together a little clay oven. Hi Sean. Shup. Welcome along. I'm doing some Roman cooking. Got all kinds of bits and bobs on the go. I've got chicken and swede and, well, carrots, leeks, all the stuff the Romans would have had. Been chucking it in my cooking pots. It's going good guns at the moment. This is all experimental, just to see, you know, the water is clearly boiling, which is fabulous. That'll be cooking the chicken. It's whether this one here cooks or whether I've got to chuck it into the fire. And this one just off to the side doesn't seem to be boiling yet. It's just not getting enough heat from underneath. Seems that direct flame seems to be the only way to get that real power. Also got some wine, some red wine in my little beaker there, served from my tiny little flagon, which spilled everywhere. That's making the whole process quite nice. And some basil and some garlic. That's the red wine from Lidl's, actually quite nice. And some other bits and bobs for cooking, for eating, and I got some bowls. I did try a different jug that didn't spill so much, which was quite nice. But yeah, there you go. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm looking forward to being able to munch on this. I hope the flavours come out. Yeah. And the pots are holding together well anyway. They've been fired in this Roman kiln that it's this little oven's attached to. I built all this out of mud and clay. There we go. It really is very, very warm in there. All of the ceramics are heating up very well. Don't know if you can read that there. It says furnace, which is Latin for oven. There we go. Something different, a different way to cook for the evening, that's for sure. Welcome along. This is Roman inspired cooking. Kind of a chicken and vegetable broth. The Romans didn't have potatoes, believe it or not, so I haven't been able to use them. But I have got swede and carrot and leek, which is all very yummy. Don't know how much this is cooking now I've taken it out of the main fire. Oh, we've got a visitor. Hello. Want to chop some more wood up for me, please? What's going on with your eyes? You've got all goopy ones. Oh dear. There we go. Lovely bit of experimental archaeology. It's a really nice way to cook, to be honest, as long as it's nice outside. Ah, that second pot is starting to boil now. That's good, because it wasn't on the direct flame. I wondered if it would. It's getting hot enough through the base now. That's decent. Yeah, it smells fantastic. Welcome along. It's time to try some red wine in my little beaker here, and you can see where the wine is inside the beaker on the outside. Because it's earthenware, it's slightly porous. It gets less porous over time the more you use it, so it sort of fills up with bits and bobs, grease and oils and fats. So they have to be kept clean, but the more you use them, the more they're able to hold on to the water. And actually I'm losing a fair amount through the boiling process over there, so I best drink this down and add some more water in. So it's really lovely. It's so earthy, being able to drink from something like that. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, that really is losing quite a lot of water. Where's that jug? Here's my bits ready. I've got my bowls ready to have my meat and vegetables in, and a couple of other beakers, a spare pot in case I needed it. And I've had some hot water boiled. I didn't have enough space to boil any more water on the cooker, or I would have done. Let's add that in a little bit there. I wonder whether to give this a little blast. It might help steam through that chicken. That's reduced incredibly. It was all stacked up here and it's been going down and down, which is great. I wonder whether to add a few more bits and bobs in, some more carrots and Swedes. In you go. Right, it's stopped boiling now, so I assume running a little bit low on fire. Yeah. Okay, I'll stick you some vegetables there. Oh God. Well, I put a bit more wood on the fire. That really is very, very warm. Yep, that's got that going again. Welcome along, this is yesterCLAY. I make reproduction Roman pottery and love a bit of experimental archaeology, so I'm doing some cooking with the pots that I've made. Chicken, vegetables of various kinds in different sized pots, some with water, some without. Just trying things out really, see what works, what doesn't work. I don't think this chicken leg is doing much there. So I think if I stick on one of my gauntlets, because it's going to be seriously hot, let's take you off. I don't know, it is. I guess the water is bubbling through now. Let's see if I can flatten that out. The base is flat, so perhaps the flatter it is, more heat going into it, potentially. Maybe even stick a bit of wood in there. See if that'll catch a light as we go. Might help it out. Welcome along. Your eyes don't deceive you. You're watching some weird old pots on a little fire. I'm doing some experimental archaeology. So if you're into Roman stuff, these are Roman pots I've made. I sell them on my Etsy, but I thought why not actually cook with them. And what's great is actually the burning and the colours that you get from the pots. They just look awesome. That one's boiling away nicely as well now. Yeah. There's basil and garlic in there, which the Romans used. I've got a few bits of carrot, swede and leek left, but not a lot. It's about roughly half a chicken between that chicken leg and what's in here, so more than enough for a couple of people, I would say. But I could have made this pot a lot bigger. If that was twice the size, I could have got all of this in a wanna. So I need to get bigger pots. make bigger pots, I should say. I've also got some lovely red wine. There we go, beautiful. Really don't know how long to boil everything for. Don't normally boil chicken like that. It may already be done. I might be boiling the flavour out of it for all I know. Yeah, I'm still not convinced about this one. Gonna do it. I'm gonna shove it in the fire. Right. Yeah, I wonder if that will it's more like an oven with the sides on there. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Oh god, no! That's the only thing, isn't it? You're going to get lots of ash and debris in your food. All adds to the flavour. This one's just vegetables. Just keep adding more and more and more to that one. I wonder if this pot will ever be as beautiful again. Will that black colour be there forever now? Who knows? Very cool though. I love the rings on this one. The way they're picking up the soot is awesome. Oh, hello. Starting to pick up heat in here. The chicken is certainly, yeah, I mean that was a strong move. It's browning up in there very, very quickly. If anything, it might be a bit too quick. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's pull that out a little bit more. Maybe turn it around. Let the other side get done a bit. Gosh, yeah, I've just touched the side of that pot, and even with these gauntlets on, that was coming straight through the glove. That's quite something. Oof. Gosh, the phone's getting quite warm as well. Oh, might be time. There's a little bit of red wine in there, but let's top up one of these Roman jugs. These are all sort of minis that I make. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's more than enough for a little wine beaker. But look at these little jugs. These are great. There we go. Oh, it's great to be using these little things I've made, you know. It's what they're for. Cheers. Wonder whether a bit of red wine in there. Cool, yeah, red wine chicken, that smells fantastic. Whoa. Thanks for the likes, I appreciate that. It's no small amount of effort to knock something up like this, but it's so worth it. Something to do in the evening. Consuming substances featured in this live could harm your health, is what it says at the bottom of my screen. Well, yeah. That's why you've got to make sure when you cook things, you cook them right. That seems bloody obvious, doesn't it? I think I put too much wine in my chicken. Now I haven't got as much left. That really is Very nice and very cool. It keeps the wine cool. That is definitely cooking away lovely in there. Maybe time to turn that around again. Thanks Basima or Basima. Thanks for staying on. I know it's a bit random. I've never gone live on this particular TikTok channel before, but only just been able to. So thanks for coming along. It's very niche. How long shall I boil that for? Is that a stew or just veg? Mate, inside the big one there is half a chicken minus that leg, if that makes sense. So there's half a chicken in total in the 2 pots. Legs in there, couldn't get leg in that one. And then you've got carrots and leeks and swede. I did a little bit of research into the fact that the Romans didn't have potatoes, so couldn't stick potatoes in there. Of course, now that's caught fire, that's making a difference. I've put in some, I've still got some more, some chopped garlic and basil, which they would have used as well. And I think I'll add a bit more of this perhaps closer to when I'm finishing off. And ooh, serve into my bowls here. So I've got a big bowl there. I mean, they're not that big, to be fair. Most of the stuff I make isn't quite as big as they would have used. I'm not that great at it yet, but I do love the look of this one, and the rim is fabulous. So certainly if we had a pot of vegetables and a pot of meat, that would be fantastic. Definitely time for more wine. There we go. That's great. And this is all helping the pots. The more they get used, the more they'll be sealed. Do you have any ginger? No, I'm not a fan of ginger. I'm not a fan. I should perhaps give it a go with cooking. I didn't check whether the Romans had ginger, to be honest. That red wine is actually really, really nice. Right, it's time to get some more wood. Just going to pop you down while I do that. Oh, there we go. I don't know how much. I mean, that's looking decent. That's certainly boiling away nicely. That could maybe do with a bit more water. Yeah. I don't know how brothy that looks. It just looks like water and vegetables, doesn't it? I want a more brothy approach. If you put a level teaspoon in big pot, you don't taste the ginger, but it helps bring the best in the veg. Oh right, okay. So it enhances the vegetables, but it's not too gingery, because yeah, that's the thing. Weirdly, I don't mind the ginger beer. But the actual ginger itself, yeah, it's a bit much. Try and get that other pot going again. This area never really got too flamed up. That would have helped. Gosh, this chicken leg, my word. That really is going great guns there, isn't it? You can see the red wine. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I'll stick you in too far, you're going to catch fire. At your age, you learned it from a friend from Nigeria. Yeah, I guess, I mean, in some countries I assume they still cook this way, don't they? So does this friend in Nigeria cook like this, or is that just am I surmising? Gosh, I tell you what, there's some lovely smells coming out of this now. What a great way to cook. Welcome along, everyone. I'm cooking like the Romans. Well, they were better at it than I am, but I'm having a go. Got a chicken leg down here doing its thing. Plenty of fuel in the fire. Lovely. Main pot is boiling away lovely, it really is, and even the secondary one is now doing its thing. Fabulous. I have to put that other pot back on there now. This pot I've been moving in and out of the oven. It's got red wine in the bottom there. Oh, it's bloody hot. It'll be interesting to see whether that stays boiling. This is all just clay that I've slapped together on top of some tiled surfaces and used some mud. All part of my bigger Roman kiln here. So I make the pots, which you can see here, fire them in the kiln, and now I'm cooking with them just there, which is fabulous. Such a great little experience and nice thing to do. There's no glazing involved, it's all earthenware. Look at that. That is just, doesn't that just scream and shout ancient? Hey dude, Mr. Kitty, what are you up to? So the big question is, when can I eat it? When is it ready? Just don't know. Basima, I'm in the UK, in England. Oh dear, are you stuck? Are you completely stuck? You might be a little bit stuck in there. There's my little pot of vegetables in there. I think it can't be too far off. I think I'll let this current amount of fuel burn through, and that'll be, I'll call it. North Wales. Ah, nice one, dude. I'm going to Wales in the summer. We're going to go do the obvious ones, do Snowdonia and the zip line and things like that. I'm sure you're aware of them. But I'm over in Norfolk, so I'm the opposite side of the country to you. Some lovely blossoms coming up. Really nice. I haven't done North Wales. I've done Pembrokeshire. I say done, it's not like I've completed it or anything, but I've been to Pembrokeshire and Cardiff and Shropshire right on the border, zipped across to Offa's Dyke. It's my love of history. Here we go. So now, yeah, the red wine's still boiling in there, so there's enough heat coming through. Probably half an hour's worth of heat in there. I'll let it run down, I think, and gently cook. Oh, that's great, man. I mean, I'm no chef. I say I'm no chef. I do love cooking. I think that's why I'm doing this, isn't it? But I love cooking. I always cook for the missus. And it's taken me a year now, no, a year and 3 months to get to the point where I've been able to make pots that are of enough of a standard that once they're fired, that they can take this kind of cooking process. And this, of course, was the way that we would have cooked for thousands of years. Every single day these pots would have gone through the same routine. And here I am in 2025 messing about doing it again when I could just use a normal oven. Yeah, I don't think this is far off at all. I think once this fuel has burnt away here, I'll be able to have my din-dins. I would suggest that I'll need my hands free to do that, so I will end the live when I'm ready to go and eat. But I'll do some other videos and put them up on the channel, so if you haven't already, please follow the channel. To cook in your own pots is something special, very satisfying, I imagine. Mate, it really is, I have to say. And although they're getting mucky and dirty, and obviously I've made them as beautiful as I could, they're now getting effectively cruddy. For me, that's all part of it. It's exactly part of it. The smells I'm getting are phenomenal. They really are. And I want that to reduce a little bit more, I think. Certainly that one's doing well. I hope that chicken's done. It's looking great. Hey little dude. Can you smell the chicken? That's Rico, one of my little kiddies. I think it's time to add my final amounts of... Oh, we've got the other ones arrived as well. Dizzy, we are honoured. Little man. Hi. What can you see? You got grizzly old eye boogers. Right, let's have some more basil in there. There we go. All this extra garlic. Got a bit in that one. That is what condition and adds to the flavour. It gets even better over time using them. Yeah, I can well imagine it's much like my old faithful frying pans or woks. You know, they add a little bit of food patina, don't they? Oh, you go in there. Don't waste any of that. Right, how much red wine have we got left? I'm certainly not drinking the red wine, there's loads. Okay. Let's go into this little one, little flagon here. Like I say, if you like any of these, they're all for sale on my Etsy. I'm even going to sell the ones I'm using because I think they just adds to the look, doesn't it? Let's have a bit of red wine in there, and a bit in there, and a bit more in there, and perhaps a little bit more for me. Great, I love this. Again, adding to the look. That's really looking awesome in there. Cheers everyone who's come along. Appreciate it. If you're here for 2 seconds, just give us some likes, smash that like button. If this is the sort of thing you'd like to see more of, I'm happy to do different kinds of experiments. Number one, thank you ever so much. Thanks for the gifts and likes and bits and bobs. Let's give that a little stir in there, as much as I can anyway. It's good that it's not thickening up, but it's reducing. There's not too much water. I wanted to stick that chicken back in the oven part of it. The bottom's probably getting very warm, but the top not so much. Alright, so stick that back in there. Yeah, lovely. Because now this will be acting like an oven. It's all radiating. This is reducing down. Oh, I'm really excited to eat this. I think it could be great. Oh, thanks for all the roses. Thanks, Basima. That's lovely of you. Thanks for coming along, guys. I know it's not some girl jumping around with her boobs hanging out, but it's taken a lot of effort to put all this lot together. This one's still boiling away. A lot of my this oven is cracked and broken because I had to rush it yesterday, sadly, but it's not a problem. All of this is a learning, and actually it's really interesting that I don't think I've got enough space, and perhaps I should have made it a different way, but that's the whole part of the process, is learning. I wouldn't do anything for you. No, nor am I offering that I would do it. It's just a sad fact, isn't it, of TikTok and things like that, that all we have to do is go scantily clad and get 1 million views, and you actually do something like this where you do some effort. In fact, 1.25 years worth of effort to get to this point, and it'll be barely recognised on TikTok. Not to say I don't appreciate you guys coming along, of course I do. It's a funny old world we live in. We are getting there. I've just got back from Athens, and their pottery, the ancient Greek pottery, is ridiculous. This looks so utilitarian compared to what they were using, but then a lot of their pottery that you see is all the fine ware. This is the cooking stuff. That's kind, thank you, Basima. It's like anything. I have other channels. Well, a main channel called Found in the Ground, which is about my metal detecting and history sort of interests, and that's been going many years. And on YouTube, it's sort of hit a plateau. But this sort of stuff is what I'm currently sort of interested in. So it's interesting to have quite a big following on one thing, and now to go and start a new one on TikTok and have to start from scratch it's interesting. Gosh, that's really reducing well, isn't it? I don't want it to get to a point where it starts sticking and burning. Do you sell pots like this? I'm a bushcrafter. Yes, mate, absolutely I do. They're all made by me. with earthenware clays. There's no glazes or anything like that. They're all kind of based on Roman forms, and they're on my Etsy. I don't know if the TikTok for this has got a link for Etsy on it, so I do apologise, but you can go, if you look up on Etsy FitG Shop, which is FITG, which is found in the ground. FitG Shop is where I sell these, or look up found in the ground on TikTok and you'll find the link that way. So yeah, if you see anything you like, feel free to message me on TikTok. I don't mind doing deals through TikTok as well, so you can do it that way. Gosh, that chicken is really stinking in there. Ugh. A Kentish accent? Do you think so? I'm from Norfolk, so and I'm often told that I haven't got really any kind of... Oh geez, man, that really burnt my fingers. My gosh, even with my gauntlets. I have moments where I'm quite Norfolk. I've got a friend in Kent, but he's never suggested that I sound Kentish. That's got to be cooked in there. There's no way that isn't. So I'm just waiting really for this fuel to die down, the heat to die down. Yeah, certainly that can't be too far away. That's reduced so much. This was stacked up here with vegetables. It's all reduced. You're in southeast Kent. Ah, okay. Yeah, so my mate is from... Oh, I'm going to get it wrong. No, I'm not. No, he's near Folkestone. He's sort of Andover area. And he told me about Folkestone being the folk of the stone, which you forget about these old things, but folk of the stone, and like where I am in Norfolk being the North folk, and Suffolk being the Suffolk. I love all these ancient things. Ah, Paul, hi. Downham Market. Know Downham Market quite well. Go there fairly regularly. Half an hour from Folkestone. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, welcome along. If you're just joining, this is sort of getting near the end of the live now. I've been cooking on my reproduction Roman pots. I've got a chicken leg in there, which is going to start to burn. I'm going to take that out. And I've got a chicken sort of stew with vegetables, and just some vegetables, and of course some red wine. More wine. And I'm also joined by, oh, nearly fell over, too much wine. I'm joined by Rico, who loves being around any kind of cooking, and Dizzy, who's a little bit of a scaredy cat. You gonna come here? Diz, come on. Here she is. My little lady. Oh, they're brother and sister, these two. Little Rico, little Diz. Are you hoping for some chicken? You might get lucky. You might not, if it's so delicious. Alright, this chicken. Oh gosh, yes, look at that. Let's pop that back up there. Whew. That smells wonderful. If you keep tapping the screen, it gives me likes. That helps the channel grow and people see it. You just keep double tapping it. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really simple. With iron pots, I cook roadkill in a Butchcraft weekends. Really got to try one of those pots now, mate. Yeah, I mean roadkill. it's a terrible name, isn't it, roadkill? But it is a lot of wasted meat out there. I did hit a pheasant once. I clipped it. It took out my bloody spotlight. Yeah, I barely hit it, and it was literally poking out of this hedge with its legs stuck out. And I went back and I pulled it out of the hedge to see if it was all right, because I didn't actually think I'd killed it, and it was stone dead, but it didn't seem to be any damage to it. So yeah, hung that up and for a week, I think, wasn't it, for a pheasant. Hung it and skinned it and wrapped it in bacon and put it in the slow cooker, and it was bloody lovely. Yeah, mate, have a look at my pots. There aren't these are bigger pots, and I haven't got many big pots for sale. I've only got little ones, but this sort of size here with the vegetables in, there's plenty of those. So there's one. Oh, I've got a few about this sort of size. I haven't used this one. I didn't know whether I would or not, but it's one of my favourites. So this is how they look once they've been fired in my kiln here. But to be honest, I love the fact that when they go in the fire, they get all blackened and well, you know. But there's things like that, and these aren't very expensive. But there you go, found in the ground. Oh, Fit G, that's me, found in the ground. That's how you know they're my pots. I've broken my bloody pottery wheel because I was getting bigger and bigger pots, and the wheel was very basic. I don't know if is that burning yet. I've got to be careful, haven't you, that I'm not just burning it. Oh god. Jeez, yeah, that's looking great. I wouldn't be surprised if that was basic. Oh yeah, that chicken is just falling off the bone. That is 100% done, isn't it? Right. Watch the big pot, not much liquid left. You don't want to get, yeah, no, you're exactly right. I'm feeling that now. So I'm gonna take it off there. Almost, you can hear the bubbling, it changes, doesn't it? Right, let's take you off. Okay, you are off. You, sir, can go on. And even you can go on. So if I'd have made this bigger, it would have made more sense. But I didn't know. It's my first ever go. But I think the slit is the genius part, because I thought this would get hot enough all on its own, and I think to some degree it has, but the slit obviously gives you that direct heat if you want it. Get paid in the month, I'll drop you a PM. Yeah, absolutely, man. Have you tried short rib cook? No, this is my first. I say my first ever time. What did I do last night? When I was building this, because I was just chucking it together, and I didn't have there's no heat, as you know, in England at the moment, so I just cured it by putting a fire underneath it, which is why it's all cracked. It's an utter mess, but I was just desperate to have a go. I just cooked on a frying pan on here and boiled some water. That was sort of the sum total of what I did. This is the first time I've cooked actually in a pot, and look at that, still boiling away. The residual heat left in the ceramics, it's fabulous. And look at this, so this side there's no soot build up at all. Love that. Whereas this, yeah, again, on the foot, I'm not going to touch it. It's probably because it's probably so hot that it's burning the carbon off, isn't it? Whereas this is all built up carbon, but the inside is great. Be a great meal, enjoy it, mate. I do hope so. Toonie! What a great name, Toonie. Yeah, with all that lot, I mean, dare I try and serve it while I'm on the live? Definitely eat that meal. Thanks, Basima. So, okay, let's try and be brave. So I've got my bits and bobs up here. I've got 2 bowls. Obviously got my wine. I'm being silly, I could just pour it straight into there, but that's kind of not the purpose, is it? So let's fill my flagon up. There we go. From Aldi, no, Lidl. Very nice, have to say. So let's have Jugs out the way. Got a couple of bowls. We've got our wine. Feeling very Roman at this point in time, so that should be enough space for our hot thing. What are you two up to? We're not going to have you near the fire, please. You know it's getting more close to dinner time though, don't you? Right, let's have a gauntlet on. Dude, you're not going to eat a carrot. If you eat a carrot, come on, eat a carrot then. Let's see that. You won't like it. I didn't think you would. You going to try a carrot? Honestly, you two are absolute nonsense. Right, let's take this up. It's probably going to burn into the wood. Still bubbling away. No, 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 no. Oh God. Right, let's take that one. It's my little veggie pot. Right, here we go. Whew. Cheap and cheerful. Abso-flippin-lutely. But look at that, I mean that's great, isn't it? Wish I could take some photos, but I'm on the live so I don't think I can. But right, so I need to kind of, in some shape or form, get these bits and bobs out of here. I don't really want to use these, so this sort of poses its problem, doesn't it? These are seriously hot items. Okay, let's think, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Well, I mean, I could do it if I wasn't holding a phone trying to do a live. Let's see, I've got if that works. The jug there, there you go, you can see a bit of jug. I've got a second gauntlet, so let's try see how we get on with this main one. Okay, there we go. It smells fabulous. Oh wow. I think that's gone very, very well. Oh. Okay, so there's that. Let's see if we can get this chicken leg out. God, it's crispy. It's definitely stuck to the inside of the pot. And the pot is incredibly hot. There we are. All that skin has come off, but hey ho. Perhaps get rid of some of the water. Yeah, maybe that's a good shout, is to drain away. And there we go. More veggies. Well, there we are. See you later, reality disorder. That's my dinner. I can't wait to munch on it, so I'm going to say bye-bye. This is Indian street food. Yeah, it's probably as hygienic as that, yeah. Right, thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to go and have my dinner, which I've just made here, all with my authentic shizzles. Bye for now.